So today's election day in Italy, and I thought I'd come down here and have a look at the sign to see who's worth voting for. Now, we've got a list of candidates on the left who's for the lower house, and a list of candidates on the right for the upper house. And the first thing that strikes my eye just by looking at it is the candidate parties are not the same. So you can may have the choice of only voting for your favourite party or parties in one of the Houses of Parliament. Of course you only get one vote, so you won't be voting for parties. Now the thing is, in Italy, like other countries as well, but in Italy nothing happens just before the elections, which must have been very difficult when they had an election once every 9 months. Now today nothing happens, this time nothing happens before the elections, although elections aren't now as common as they used to be, which is a good thing for Italians. But nobody wants to make decisions, which is a pity because nothing's actually changed here since 1861. Now let's have a quick look at who we've got here. We've got, first of all, this is where I live. I don't actually have the right to vote, but being British, so this, you can see, this is for my region, which is eastern Sicily, so the provinces of Messina, Catania, Ragusa, Siracusa and Enna. And let's have a look at, so we've got here a party called the Civil Revolution. No idea, I've got no idea what any of these parties stand for. So they've got the Workers' Communist Party. Now the last time I went with a friend to actually vote, now she voted in Milan, then there were 3 communist parties and there's only one now. That was 20 years ago when I went with her to the vote, but so obviously something's happened to the communist parties. There's a party here which wants to stop the decline, so I think they all probably want that, but never mind. Now we have a Movimento Beppe Grillo I have no idea what they stand for, but they do have an internet address, so that's one thing. There we have the Italian Republican Party. Well, as Italy has been a republic since 1946, I think they got what they wanted, but maybe they don't know about it yet. There's a party called Forza Nova, and they have a logo which looks distinctly fascist to me, but I've no idea what they stand for. Here's this party I do understand what it stands for. It's called the Left Ecology Party, so I presume that they have sort of left-wing ideas and they believe in ecology at the same time. There's the Democratic Party. Well, it's a good job they're standing in elections because that's what they're getting. And there's another Democratic Party. This one's called the Centre Democratic Party, which believes in rights and liberty. Here's a party which, judging by the logo it's got on it, may be a party supporting the rights of people who are physically challenged, handicapped in one way or the other. I don't quite know. They've got fewer candidates than the other parties have got, but that's probably a result of not wanting to have so much. Maybe they believe that some of the people they've got are quite good, and don't want to give the voters too much of a choice, which is a good thing. I mean, keep it sweet and simple, or whatever it is. There we are. There's party wants for an amnesty for justice and liberty. Now there's a party called Grande Sud. I suspect that party believes in the South. Now there's one I do understand what I mean. Il Popolo della Libertà, Berlusconi Presidente. Well, that's pretty clear that they want Berlusconi to be president. Now here's the one I find most unusual of the whole lot. There's the Lega Nord, the Northern League, which sort of wants independence for the north. But here in the south, and you can't get much further south in Italy than where I am now. We can get a little bit further south, but not a lot. It's actually putting up candidates, and when you have a look at where they were born, for example, the first one, Giuseppe Scrivano, he's born in Enna, which is in Sicily. Next one's Trapetto, which is in the province of Palermo. Next one, okay, it's in Germany. Next one, Palermo. Next one, Enna, Catania, Palermo. So you can see that whereas some of them were indeed born in Germany, the overwhelming majority seem to have come from the province of Palermo, which is in Sicily. Maybe they just want to get rid of the people from the north, so they're supporting the Northern League so that they're no longer part of Italy. Here in Sicily, in the south, they think that they were exploited after the unification of Italy, whereas people in the north think that those that live in the south are all parasites and just feed off the state. Oh, that's a very much a simplification, and no doubt people will be writing to me to complain about that. There we have a party called La Destra Storace. I don't know who he is, or she is, or oh no, I do know, there you go. Francesco Storace, born on 25th of January 1959 in Cassino. Well, I was there a couple of months ago. and it's a horrible place, casino, but you can go to the Monte Casino up the top. It's fantastic, really wonderful, wonderful countryside with such a horrible place. Anyway, that part. So there we have moderates in revolution. So you get some people who moderately want the revolution, probably don't want too much of a revolution and don't quite know. There's the Brothers of Italy, which is a centre-right national. What does that mean? Doesn't really, because people write nazionale normally are so from the extreme right, but anyway, I don't know. Fini, which to me sounds like the word for end. It's not quite the word for end, but it sounds like it. Fine is the word for end. Future and Liberty. There we have a party next which looks like a bit of a fascist party with a sort of a logo like that, but it isn't, because it says Centre of Union of the Centre Parties. I presume that would be translated as. Okay, there's a party called Scelta Civica, Civil Choice, Monti for Italy. I have no idea. Oh no, Monti's that geezer's in charge now, isn't he? Whatever, something like that. As you can see, I don't really know a lot about Italian politics, but then again, nobody does. There we have PLI, Liberals for Italy. Now, I don't know, with a flag like that, are they liberal like I am, or liberal like Hitler was? I'm not quite certain, but I've got the impression if you call yourself liberal and put a flag which seems to be fluttering in the wind, they are probably not all that liberal at all. As they called Russia Today called the Russian Liberal Democratic Party Lib Dems, when I think probably they're closer to the aforementioned Mr. Hitler. And there we have the last one is called the Tricolour Flame. And I suspect that they may be of the extreme right. I don't really know, I haven't got a clue. Now, but I had a look at some of the, a bit earlier when I was sort of eyeing this up, and I saw there's one gentleman, he is standing, and he will be 83 in a couple of months' time, so congratulations to him, particularly if he gets elected for the full length of Parliament. He might even stand again as well, so that's something I've got a lot of admiration for. Somebody gets to his age and believes they can change anything, and whereas I, some 20 years ago, realised that it just wasn't going to happen. Okay, so there you are, make your choice up.